precede,
先行する、優先する。
precede. This event will precede the main ceremony. This event will precede the main ceremony. Spacious,
広々とした。
spacious. The living room is spacious enough for a party. The living room is spacious enough for a party. Verify,
確認する、検証する。
verify. We need to verify these results before making a decision. We need to verify these results before making a decision. Retain,
保持する、記憶しておく。
retain. He tried to retain as much information as possible. He tried to retain as much information as possible. Versatile,
多彩な、多用途の。
versatile. She is versatile, able to play both piano and violin. She is versatile, able to play both piano and violin. Irate,
怒り狂った、激怒した。
irate. He was absolutely irate when he found out the truth. He was absolutely irate when he found out the truth. Acquaint,
知らせる、精通させる。
acquaint. You should acquaint yourself with the new software. You should acquaint yourself with the new software. Familiarize,
慣れさせる、馴染みませる。
familiarize. You need to familiarize yourself with the new procedures. You need to familiarize yourself with the new procedures. Radiation,
放射線、放射能。
radiation. Radiation exposure can be harmful to health. Radiation exposure can be harmful to health. Delirious,
錯乱状態の、非常に興奮した。
delirious. The patient was delirious after the surgery. The patient was delirious after the surgery. Binding,
拘束力のある、縛る。
binding. Contract is binding for both parties. Contract is binding for both parties. Crave,
絶望する、渇望する。
crave. She craved success in her career. She craved success in her career. Quote,
引用する、見積もる。
quote. The professor often quotes from historical texts. The professor often quotes from historical texts. outbreak,
発生、突発。
outbreak. There was an outbreak of flu at the school. There was an outbreak of flu at the school. Infant,
乳児、幼児。
infant. The infant was peacefully sleeping in the crib. The infant was peacefully sleeping in the crib. Competence,
能力、力量。
competence. Her competence in the field is widely recognized. Her competence in the field is widely recognized. Depict,
描写する、描く。
depict. The artist depicts landscapes beautifully. The artist depicts landscapes beautifully. Venture,
冒険する、思い切ってする。
venture. The entrepreneur ventured into a new business field. The entrepreneur ventured into a new business field. Dismay,
落胆、失望。
dismay. To his dismay, the project was cancelled. To his dismay, the project was cancelled. Submission,
提出、降伏。
submission. The submission of the report was delayed by 2 days. The submission of the report was delayed by 2 days. Pose,
姿勢、提起する。
pose. His pose in the photo looked very confident. His pose in the photo looked very confident. Hydrogen,
水素、
hydrogen. Hydrogen is the lightest element. Hydrogen is the lightest element. Allege,
主張する、断言する。
allege. The lawyer alleged that his client was innocent. The lawyer alleged that his client was innocent. Obligation,
義務、責任。
obligation. He has an obligation to help his family. He has an obligation to help his family. Magnify,
拡大する、大げさに言う。
magnify. They magnified the image to see the details more clearly. They magnified the image to see the details more clearly. Displace,
移動させる、追い出す。
displace. The war displaced thousands of people. The war displaced thousands of people. Intact,
無傷の、完全な。
Intact. The painting was found intact after the earthquake. The painting was found intact after the earthquake. Questionable.
疑わしい、不確かな。
Questionable. The evidence provided is questionable. The evidence provided is questionable. Assimilate.
同化する、吸収する。
Assimilate. Immigrants assimilate into the local culture over time. Immigrants assimilate into the local culture over time. Incriminate.
罪を負わせる、告発する。
Incriminate. They tried to incriminate him in the scandal. They tried to incriminate him in the scandal. Outermost.
最外部の、最も遠い。
Outermost. The outermost planet in our solar system is Neptune. The outermost planet in our solar system is Neptune. Recruit.
募集する、採用する。
Recruit. The company plans to recruit new employees next year. The company plans to recruit new employees next year. Enlist.
入隊する、参加する。
Enlist. He enlisted in the army right after high school. He enlisted in the army right after high school. Dutifully.
忠実に、丁寧に。
Dutifully. She dutifully completed all her assignments. She dutifully completed all her assignments. Populate.
人口を増やす、植民地化する。
Populate. The settlers populated the remote island. The settlers populated the remote island. Commemorate.
記念する、祝う。
Commemorate. They commemorate the event every year. They commemorate the event every year. Considerate.
思いやりのある、配慮する。
Considerate. He is always considerate of others' feelings. He is always considerate of others' feelings. Legislation.
法律、立法。
Legislation. The new legislation will come into effect next month. The new legislation will come into effect next month. Obscure.
曖昧な、はっきりしない。
Obscure. The meaning of the text remains obscure. The meaning of the text remains obscure. Hamper.
妨げる、邪魔する。
Hamper. The heavy snow hampered their travel plans. The heavy snow hampered their travel plans. Veil.
ベール、覆う。
Veil. She used a veil to cover her face during the ceremony. She used a veil to cover her face during the ceremony. Disengage.
解放する、分離する。
Disengage. They decided to disengage from the contract. They decided to disengage from the contract. Articulate.
明確に表現する、発音する。
Articulate. He articulated his thoughts clearly during the presentation. He articulated his thoughts clearly during the presentation. Pamper.
甘やかす、優しく扱う。
Pamper. She pampers her pets with the best care. She pampers her pets with the best care. Significance.
重要性、意義。
Significance. The significance of this discovery cannot be underestimated. The significance of this discovery cannot be underestimated. Relief.
安心、救済。
Relief. The medicine brought relief to his pain. The medicine brought relief to his pain. Barbarian.
野蛮人、未開人。
Barbarian. The barbarians invaded the city in ancient times. The barbarians invaded the city in ancient times. Vigorous.
活発な、精力的な。
Vigorous. She has a vigorous exercise routine every morning. She has a vigorous exercise routine every morning. Modernization.
近代化、現代化。
Modernization. The modernization of the factory improved production efficiency. The modernization of the factory improved production efficiency. Quota.
割り当て、定数。
Quota. The company has met its sales quota for the month. The company has met its sales quota for the month.